Hey everyone, what's going on? Arethius here, and we're doing something a little bit different today than what we've been doing recently with our Pokemon videos. What I've been doing normally is just taking battles from my stream and just kind of editing them out and uploading them to YouTube. Here we're going to be taking battles that other people have sent me, and we're going to watch them and kind of comment on them as they go. This one here is going to be a featured match from the ION Pokémon League, which is our main battle league on the ION Game Corner Discord server. If you're interested in finding out anything about that and joining, you can check out the description below the video. It'll have all the information on the league and the Discord. So this battle is Zexxios versus Trash and Treasure, two guys who are relatively new, comparatively speaking, to a lot of the players that we have. Two competitive Pokemon battling, but they've taken to it pretty quickly and have quickly developed their own kind of battle flair, battle strategies, so to speak. And you'll see that evidence probably in here. I've yet to watch the video. I know who wins because how the league works is that you post in the Discord who won each battle, but I've yet to watch it. So we're gonna kind of experience this together here, but. So let's take a quick look at the teams here. So we're watching this from Zexxios' perspective here. So he's brought Seismitoad, Porygon Z, Xatu, Roserade, Arcanine, and Grimmsnarl. And he's going to be up against Trash's team, which is Tyranitar, Dragapult, Mudsdale, Pyukumuku, Sigilyph, and oh my god, I'm blanking. Spiritomb. Wow. So, first things first, things that we notice, especially about Trash. So Trash's team has a couple of his Pokemon that he's kind of really made his own. Mudsdale being one. He's really become fond of Pyukumuku and Spiritomb, especially as of late. You can kind of tell by the way I talk about that. Trash is very much a defensive player, so to speak. He likes to use those kind of Pokemon that can take a few hits and can kind of be disruptive, shall we say. Zex is kind of more of a standard battler in the sense that he's got his own little tricks and tools, but generally speaking, more on the offensive side, especially compared to Trash. So this is kind of what we're looking at here. On Zex's team, you've got obviously Grimmsnarl, and you can see the items for Zex here, so we can talk about that. Light Clay, obviously it's gonna have dual screens. Weakness policy on the Xatu is interesting. I don't really know what to expect out of that. I don't know if that's gonna be Zex's planned Dynamax. He's got a Seismitoad with the Life Orb, which looks like a more offensive variant. So interesting few things going on here in Zex's team. So let's just press play on the video, and we're gonna kind of see the thought process here as Zex is picking his team. Looks like he's gonna lead with Porygon Z. I don't know what he's expecting Trash to lead with. So if I was facing Trash here, I would kind of be expecting either the Tyranitar or maybe the Spiritomb first, but I'm not 100% sure. So here we go. Let's see how the battle goes. All right, let's see. So Trash to roll the Tyranitar. There we go. So I kind of expected that. And Porygon Z. This is not a good spot for Zex to be in here to start. So we get Sandstorm, which is gonna help Tyranitar if Zex decides to stay in here. Okay, so he's got Trick, so he could throw the Choice Specs on a Tyranitar, which would be interesting. Oh, he's gonna click Hyper Beam. Interesting choice here. I think I would have either just gone for the Trick, because I think that Trash is going to probably do Stealth Rock. Yep, okay. So actually, it would have been really good there to trick that Choice Specs onto Tyranitar. But yeah, so there's actually a decent amount of damage from the Hyper Beam. I mean, adaptability Hyper Beam is no joke. Even resisted with the Sandstorm, it did about half HP to the Tyranitar. So Zex is going to recharge, gives Trash the free crunch. It's going to take a huge chunk out of Porygon Z. So is he going to go for another Hyper Beam? He is! Interesting. This is going to look like it's going to come down to a damage roll, I think. Unless that first hit crit and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, yeah, just not enough. It didn't look like it was going to KO. So now, Trash is going to get the KO on Porygon Z. I don't know if there might have been a better switch there for Zex. I'm looking at his team. Maybe not. Maybe you bring the Grimmsnarl in. He could have, I probably would have switched to Xatu on that first turn just because you'd be expecting the Stealth Rock and you'd be able to bounce it back. Okay, so we've got Arcanine coming in here. I mean, you're hoping just to pick off whatever, pick off the Tyranitar here. Oh, this isn't interesting. So this looks like it's a kind of more of a defensive Arcanine. Flamethrower. Is this even going to KO? This is KO. He's really low. So yeah, there goes Tyranitar. But that was pretty good to get rid of the Porygon Z, I think, for Trash. Although you look at, he's got a Dragapult, so Dragapult really isn't going to be too afraid of it, especially when we saw Zex's set there and it had Thunderbolt instead of Dark Pulse or anything like that. So Ghost types would be a really good check. I mean, Dragapult would have been a really good check to the Porygon Z, but we obviously know more than Trash does right now. Oh, dodging of the Toxic, and then Pikamuku gets the Toxic in. This thing can get to be super annoying to deal with. So, we'll see. Okay, Sandstorm's down. Arcanine's Toxic poisoned. Let's see how Zex wants to play this. Okay, looks like he wants to bring in Grimmsnarl to try and set up some screens. I know Trash's Pikamuku oftentimes has screens as well, so we could just be looking at a trading of screens. Yeah, okay, there's the light screen. So let's see what Zex is going to do. I mean, really... Okay, Taunt, smart. Stop this thing from getting the other screen up. And Pikamuku, okay, I don't know if Trash expected the taunt, but oh, he's going into Mudsdale. He's going into Mudsdale. So, Zex right now is probably panicking because he hates seeing this Mudsdale. Haunted the Mudsdale, which is useful because, I mean, Trash has several different Mudsdale variants that he uses. One of his most common ones works off of Toxic, Protect, I think Iron Defense, and Body Press. Okay, yep, there's the Body Press. So this is... Zatu's going to kind of laugh at this. Oh, interesting. This is a Cosmic Power, Stored Power Zatu. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I mean, if you can pull it off, the funny thing is we saw Sigilyph on Trash's team, which is also a Cosmic Power, Stored Power build. Oh, he's staying in, and he's going to let him kind of set up here. This seems like a potential mistake, but... Oh, he went for... He clicked Cosmic Power again. He's going to try and boost. So, we could get an Iron Defense, but Trash can't Toxic this thing, and I think he's aware of that. So this is, yeah, I would just throw another boost out. Maybe force a switch. Tyranitar's down. Spiritomb is an issue. Spiritomb is an issue for Zex here. We saw it had another attacking move, and I'm forgetting now what it is. Oh, Dazzling Gleam. Actually, Spiritomb is now not an issue. Did he go for another boost? He did. Okay, so now this is getting a little frightening here. So he's +4 attack. Oh, Trash went for the Toxic. He didn't realize about the Magic Bounce. That's unfortunate. So, This is kind of frightening now. So this thing is +4 defense, +4 special defense. He's going for 5. And Trash is staying in. Interesting. Oh, he's gonna rest. Okay, he's gonna. Okay, so he might not even have Iron Defense on this one. I'm pretty sure he's got Protect, unless he's got Rest instead of Protect. Ooh, he's gonna Dynamax. I don't know about this. I think, yeah, Dynamaxing is a bad idea here because you're gonna get more value out of the stored power, I think, than you are the Mindstorm. He's +5, so you're looking at 10 boosts, right? So that's what? Stored power is 20 times the boost. So you're looking at 200 base stored power as opposed to a 130 base max Mindstorm. And he switched into Spiritomb, so this is going to do no damage. That's unfortunate. So he'll get benefit here out of the Starfall. Yeah, because this will be stronger than Dazzling Gleam would be. Spiritomb still takes it really, really well. All things considered. Dynamax super effective move. We have Misty Terrain now up. Oh! Wait! You can do that? Today we learned. That doesn't magic bounce back. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that interaction before. Okay, so now all of that boosting that Zex has done with his Xatu is, I don't want to say for nothing, but now this thing's on a timer. Did he just Starfall? He did. I don't know why you wouldn't click Mindstorm there. He's going to get more damage, so this Mudsdale is a beast. Just kind of laughed at that. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that the Misty Terrain would prevent him from resting, I believe. And that's another interaction I'm not 100% sure of. Okay, now he's going to take the time to Roost, which is going to buy him, in theory, what, 2 more turns of the curse? So stored power here should still do a heavy chunk. Yeah, there's the curse damage. Yeah, that's... Oh, he's roosting again. Why? Oh, you know what? That's not a terrible idea when you think about it, because the curse is doing a quarter, Roost is healing for a half, so you're looking at basically you're gaining a half a turn. Oh no, you're getting a full turn of curse damage. But eventually you gotta start attacking, I think. Oh, he's switching. Why? Why? Oh man. Into the Grimmsnarl. So now all those boosts, so he preserves the fact that he's not gonna lose Xatu through the curse. So that's a thing. But I feel like he probably could have, if not one-shot the Mudsdale, he could have two-shot it. So looking back now at the Dynamax, I think the play, instead of that second Starfall, was to Mindstorm. Or or did Trash switch? Am I just not? Am I spacing out here? And did Trash switch, or did he let the? No, he lost the Spiritomb, right? This would be the nice time where we'd be able to check the Pokemon. We're not controlling this. All right, so we're getting screens going here. Grimmsnarl survives. This is This is kind of a useless. This is basically just preserving. I would have maybe considered switching back to the Xatu because you know that you can set up on this thing. It really can't. It can't. Body press doesn't do much. You're free to cosmic power, which will make you be able to take more body presses. And you can save the Grimmsnarl to either come in another point to either reset a screen, or I don't know. I didn't see what the other move was on it. Was it Thunder Wave? Or was, oh no, it was Taunt. We saw it taunt. So you could bring it in, if nothing else, to tank something, to let another Pokemon come in clean. Okay, here comes the offensive Seismitoad that caught me off guard. Power Whip. Wait, what? What is the set on this thing? Dex is fuming now because Power Whip missed. We saw, what do we see? Is this thing a mix? Did we see Earth Power, Power Whip, and what else did we see on this thing? Come on, pick your moves, X. Focus Blast. I kind of hate this set. I feel like Power Whip should go for Scald or some kind of attacking, some kind of water move, and Focus Blast should probably go. I mean, what coverage does Focus Blast give you here? This is gonna do like nothing. Yeah, look at that. And it's just gonna keep get more resistant against it. Yeah, I feel like this is where you put in Xatu and you start boosting. You force Trash to pull this Mudsdale out, I think, and let you get at least a turn or so. Although after the last time that Xatu in, I would think Trash would realize that this Mudsdale really can't just sit in here against it. So, but yeah, I don't know what Focus Blast accomplishes on the set. And what does Weather Ball get you? I didn't even realize that was Weather Ball. I mean, you've got nothing that sets weather on the team outside of a Dynamaxing Arcanine, which I don't think you'd want to do, especially since you've already Dynamaxed your Xatu. So Weather Ball, I think, it just doesn't make sense on this. Unless, I don't know. So yeah, this is looking pretty bad for Zex here now. Not much can handle this Mudsdale at this point. He can Toxic it, but we know it's got Rest. So there's the Protect again. Just taking the time, getting more damage in. Wearing down this Arcanine. So yeah, so going back to that Dynamax, and again, I'm pretty sure that he clicked Starfall with Mudsdale on the field. And maybe we go back and look at that. I don't know. I don't know if we necessarily need to. But I think the play there is to Mindstorm to set up the Psychic Terrain, which is going to increase the damage of the stored power. And I feel like I'd have to do damage. I'd have to look at the damage calculations for that. But I feel like that either one-shots the Mudsdale, or at the worst case scenario, two-shots it. And then you'd be done with dealing with this thing. Because like, with Tyranitar and Spiritomb Bolt down, nothing else that Trash has really wants to come in and tank a stored power to the face. Alright, so Dragapult's here. What's it gonna do? Zex is thinking about whether he should switch instead of clicking Snarl. He's got nothing that can really switch on those things safely. Seismitoad's almost dead, so maybe he just sacrifices it, but I don't know what he would be looking to get in clean here. I'm not sure about how his Arcanine is built, but I feel like the play would be just to Snarl here. But he's going to go into Roserade, which is curious. Oh, that would have actually done a ton of damage to the Arcanine. Unless it's built to be a special tank, in which case it still would have done a decent chunk of damage, but you would have been able to get a Snarl off and drop this thing's special attack. Yeah. But what is this Roserade gonna do? Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Grass Knot? That's a kind of curious set too. I don't like Grass Knot much at this point. I feel like it's not reliable enough. I mean, if it's like your only grass option, then sure. But obviously it's not for Roserade. Oh, Sucker Punch, down goes Roserade. Yeah, this is looking like the beginning of the end for Zex here. I think the turning point was kind of that Dynamax and kind of blowing the fact that he had Xatu set up. Again, I could be wrong about that, and I could have just been spacing out, and that the Spiritomb is still there. But I think he pretty much, I think he handled the Spiritomb. The unnecessary critical hit to take down Xatu. And yeah, this is all over but the shouting at this point. Yeah, Arcanine can Snarl, and this will actually be a good test here because now we'll see if it could take a Hex from here. We'll see how tanky it is. I feel like with this set, it probably should be able to. Yeah, just barely. But yeah, this is over now. Poison takes down Arcanine. And bring in Seismitoad, which is not going to be able to do anything. It's also poison, so yeah, that was. So this is well played by Trash, but I think, and I'm gonna circle back to that Dynamax spot just to confirm that I'm not mistaken. Down goes Seismitoad, and Trash picks up the win. So let's go back. We're gonna go back to the Dynamax. Okay. So here's the first Starfall, right? Oh no. Oh. Okay. So I think I had that wrong because he doesn't kill the Spiritomb. Spiritomb puts the curse in. Oh, that's right. Spiritomb killed itself with a curse. Okay, so now I am right. So if we go back to this point, Trash is going to send out Mudsdale. Trash sends out Mudsdale. And then Zex does another Starfall. Where I think the idea is Mindstorm's A going to do more damage. And B, it will set up the Psychic terrain so that his stored power would start doing ridiculous damage. Okay, so let's just go back to the end here and so I want to do the damage calculation real quick on that just to confirm what I thought. So let's stop this at the win screen. We'll pause it here. Okay, so assuming, and I don't know how Zex's Xatu is built there. So let's do, where's the damage calculator? Okay, so we're looking at Xatu and let's see. So we're gonna, let's see, we need stored power, and he was +5 defense, +5 special defense. So we're gonna do Dynamax. Now this is assuming no offensive investment in the Xatu. So I don't know where is Psychic. We're gonna do Psychic Terrain and Mudsdale, and I believe Trash's Mudsdale is maxed out for special defense. So let's do that. HP and special defense. Okay, so Max Mindstorm would have done only done about 35% damage, 30 to 35% damage, which is fine. So now if we undynamax and just click stored power, with the psychic terrain, why isn't that making a difference? Oh, you know what? Because I'm dumb. Because Xatu is flying and it doesn't get the bonus from psychic terrain. So I think it's still the play because according to this, stored power with +5 defense, +5 special defense would do about 50 to 58% damage. So you'd be looking at a pretty close chance for for a KO with the Mindstorm and a stored power. So that would have got rid of the Mudsdale, excuse me, and it would have left the Xatu still there, ready to do some damage to the other stuff. So interesting. But so I don't think the battle was lost at that point, but it definitely made a difference. It definitely was kind of a big turning point, or where Zex could have done a little bit different. Did Trash ever Dynamax in that battle too? So that's another thing I'm taking. I don't think he ever Dynamaxed. I don't remember seeing anything Dynamax, but anyways, well, there you go, guys. That was an IPL battle between Zexxios and Trash and Treasure. A fun little battle there. So we're going to be doing this a little bit more. I've had a couple of other battles sent to me, so I'm going to try and see if I can maybe at least do one of these a week. We'll do more if I'm getting more and I have the time to do them. So I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you're interested in the ION Game Corner Discord server, any of our leagues, the ION Pokémon League, anything else like that, we also have a tournament that, but by the time you're watching this, might be registration closed on it. But as of today, it's May 6th. You've still got a few days. May 8th, Saturday. Yeah, today's Thursday. So Saturday, May 8th, is a deadline to register, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to take. I have a bunch of eggs that I have bred, and we're going to randomly draw them for people. Each player in the tournament's going to get 10 eggs, and you'll have to make your team out of those Pokemon. And we're gonna do all the hatching and drawing on stream. So you're gonna on Sunday. So everyone's gonna know what they have. But anyways, if you're interested in any of that stuff, again, check the description below for the link to the ION Game Corner Discord server, and come on, hang out with us and jump in our leagues and events. So it's a good time. So, but anyways, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.